You may recognize this famous face. This is my buddy Ryan back again. We're going to talk management, managing your management, managing the management up. Okay, it's a tongue twister at this point, but I'm going to let Ryan dive in because we have a great cell right here. Just to my right that you can't see on camera at this moment is an actual working cobot cell, fully automated, autonomous, no people needed. But Ryan, you have a great relationship with Rego-Fix. We're going to get to that toward the end of this conversation. Let's talk about management. I made a joke to you. What type of management we talk about? Micromanagement, mid-management, upper?
We'll manage anything you want. Anything you want managed, Omega will manage it. Well, so this individual item manages all your Rego-Fix power grip. When you utilize their tool holders and collet system, this automatically sets height, it automatically presses the collet, and then it automatically measures the entire system. But it goes farther than that. Like when you look at our software, we actually manage all of your tooling and manage all of your individual components. We know where everything is on the shop floor. We know where all your assemblies are, all your individual components, what containers they're in, what drawers they're in. And then we connect to your, like SolidCAM, who's to our left, we connect directly to their CAM department when they have SolidCAM and can pull in new tools. It's amazing. I mean, we manage absolutely everything for you.
How are you able to communicate so well with so many different partnerships or avenues or necessities required within a shop? When I think about SolidCAM, which I like, I think I'm going to do some programming, right? I don't really need to know anything else. I can manually load all my tools into there. When I think about making a tool change, oh, this is 7 to 10 seconds. I can knock that out on my own, hand load it on my own. When I think about managing any other parts of my shop, but then again, I come from an old school 2000, 2001 machine shop, and we didn't have any of this connectivity. Yeah. How do you manage, going back to that word again, Pee-wee's Playhouse would be yelling right now, but how do you manage so many different avenues and so many different partners to bring it all together so that these folks watching win?
Well, it's actually, there's two facets to it. So you have to manage the relationships, like working with Rego-Fix. They helped design this. They actually manufactured this portion over here. They're a great partner, amazing to work with. You know, working with somebody like SolidCAM or working with, you know, a Lista cabinet integrator or RFID integrator, those are the relationships to manage. The other big piece is how do we actually communicate between systems? And we have a universal open API, which basically is a language translator. We can talk to anything that's manufactured that has any kind of communication protocol.
Sounds like you would do really good at my job as well, because my job is to talk to anybody in any kind of communications protocol.
Kind of the same way.
Positions. Let's talk about Omega specifically. You guys are somewhat new, but with a long history of information and insight to go along with it. And you're really breaking barriers within the world of manufacturing, and you're US made, which I absolutely love. So when people are considering the opportunity to partner with you guys, what do you think that they're getting that they might not find anywhere else?
You're getting the best white glove service that you can possibly find. You're a true partner. We're an engineering company that happens to make presetting machines, but we can make absolutely anything happen with the right partner. You know, we've worked with a lot of different companies in a lot of different capacities, anywhere from consulting to shop floor management to simple basic presetting to building entire custom machines for specific clients. There's nothing we can't do.
Where do you attribute this constant creativity to evolve? You mentioned you're an engineering company, but and I don't want to put you in a box because you're by no means in a box, but I'm very familiar with a few of these products that repeat themselves, and the industry knows them. I go to trade shows and I go to customers around the country and around the world, and I see your products in their facilities, and I'll see a similar one here and a similar one there, but you're constantly, and you said, we're here for you. We're here with a white glove service.
Yes.
So what do you attribute this constant evolution and desire and need to take care of everyone out there through this management and through this custom engineering?
So we have just a different perspective than most companies do. You know, we are really looking 10 years ahead. We have development, things that are in development that are going to take 6-7 years before they come to fruition, utilizing new API protocols, utilizing AI, to not only manage things for you, but to give you feedback, statistical process control, all kinds of pieces of information that right now are gaps. You've talked about it before. There's silos of information that are stuck in certain parts of the facility. No longer. That's what we're building towards, where it's an actual experience and not just buying a machine.
Well, it's very obvious to me as we have this conversation that you're both the alpha and the omega in this conversation. And I can appreciate that in you. Let's talk about partnerships real quick. I see a power grip, but this is not the normal color. It's obviously wrapped. It's obviously a great partnership. We're sitting here in the facility right now with Rego-Fix and partners all along here. So what does this relationship, what does this partnership with Rego-Fix bring to your team and to the motivation to constantly want to be the best?
So Rego-Fix makes the best colleted system on the face of the planet. The power grip is absolutely amazing, and we have to up our game to be able to take care of them. They're a great partner. They've worked with us to engineer this. Typically, it's a 36-month turnaround on a custom machine. This was actually engineered completely between the two of us in 18 months. Lightning quick, working with their Swiss team, working with the team here. I mean, they have this beautiful facility. We had to have something here. And it works absolutely flawlessly. This has been installed in multiple locations, and the feedback has just been absolutely phenomenal.
So I'm doing my math, and that's 50% of time savings on the development of something.
Yes.
That's fascinating. And just for the audience watching right now, I said it a little bit ago about a cobot. Let's just say it out loud. Let's just reiterate. This whole cell can be fully autonomous, right?
Yes.
What we're looking at is you and I could step away from the camera, and this is what runs.
Yeah, it'll have a cobot that'll pick up the fixture from here. It will have, instead of a PGU, a PGA, which will automatically open the door. The robot will put it in. It'll press the collet, robot will take it out, put it over here, we'll take care of all the measurements completely autonomously, and then the robot will put it directly into the tray, whether it's a good or bad tool.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. I know we've said it once, but it's worth saying again. When you see these things across the country and people succeeding with this partnership across the country, it's worth saying at least 2 times. And by the time we turn record off of this, we're probably going to talk about it a 3rd time because it's that important to talk about. Ryan, thank you so much for joining me again.
Thank you,
it's
Tony.
always a pleasure to chat with you. And again, alpha and omega, this guy, I tell you right now.
Thank you, Tony. We greatly appreciate it, and we like working with you too, so let's keep it up.